And if I keep putting off filming and keep putting off giving you all an update, then I'm going to end up going into labor and you're not going to have seen anything. Because fun fact, which is another misunderstanding about me.
Now, I freaked out a little bit.
Welcome to the vlog. As you can tell, I kind of already started to put on my makeup, but I realized that I should probably start the vlog here because a lot of you asked me questions on what I put on my face, makeup that I put on my face, and I did a video a long time ago where I showed you pretty much the same routine. I've only changed a couple of things here and there, but I'm going to list everything that I'm using right now, either on the screen or down below, and you're gonna see a little bit about how I put it on. Now, if there are any streaks or any imperfections at the end of this, I apologize because usually I'm using a big mirror like this one to put on my makeup, but now I'm using the tiny camera with the lighting in here, which isn't that perfect. We are getting the lighting in the entire house replaced, but as you can tell, this lighting is just so unflattering, so I keep it off and I just keep these ones off. So long story short, I have missed you all. It's been quite a while since I've done a vlog. I know last time I did a mini pregnancy update, and this vlog will be a little bit similar. I just have the itch to talk to all of you. I just want to chat like we are friends, because honestly, I feel like we are friends. A lot of you who comment regularly, I know who you are now. I mean, not in real life. I mean, some people, I do follow you back on Instagram, but I feel as though we actually know each other. That being said, I want to share with you everything that I've been up to over the past couple of months. Preparing for baby. I am in full nesting mode, but it's funny because nesting is kind of like a default setting of mine, but because of all my anxiety and a couple of the obstacles that I faced throughout this pregnancy, I haven't really been getting in to nesting mode. I love organizing. That's one of my homemaking things. Not that I'm a professional organizer or anything of the sort, but I just love taking chaos and making order out of it rather than, for example, investing in cooking or elaborately investing into decor. I know that I've talked about how I do enjoy seasonal decor, and I'm going to show you a few snippets of what I've done for fall in my house, but I'm not by any means a YouTube decorator guru. As you can kind of tell, my house is pretty minimal, and I keep it that way because of the dust and the dogs. So speaking about organization, I've been putting everything in my house, especially in the bathrooms, countless places around my house, in these little caddy things that I've gotten from the Dollar Tree. And when I talk about sustainable beauty on my channel and a part of Femininity, what I really mean is minimizing certain things that you have so that you get the most use out of everything. Now, for many people, this is not going to be minimal, putting all your makeup in a caddy like this. And I also have one for skincare. But for me, because I used to be somebody who kind of always rushed out to get the latest product and I wouldn't use it, you know, back in the day when there were the original beauty YouTuber gurus, I kind of felt like I needed that many beauty products. And then I would get overwhelmed and then I would basically use none of it. So then it was totally futile having. And it wasn't helping my femininity because I wasn't using it. Same with my skincare. Everything that I have in my skincare caddy, I use it to the fullest. And I don't have an elaborate skincare regime, but I have it so that I don't feel bad about myself because I use everything that I have. Before, I used to feel guilty that I didn't have enough time to use all those elaborate face masks. Now I just have one go-to face mask that I use. I only have a couple of serums. Being pregnant, I only use one serum because, you know, there's so many things that you can't use when you're pregnant. The list goes on and on. But I think you understand the general idea. Now, back to my pregnancy updates. If you're curious, we are nearing the end. And I had all the intentions of doing one of those vlogs where I'd have the music and the captions and have it all pretty well staged out. But every time that I went to film it, I hesitated because I felt like there was always something that I wanted to do, that I wanted to show you all. Because, for example, my nursery isn't completed, but I'm going to show you today the progress of what it is right now. And I came to the realization that I should just film anyway, because it's never going to be perfect. And if I keep putting off filming and keep putting off giving you all an update, then I'm going to end up going into labor and you're not going to have seen anything. Another thing is that I am in my 3rd trimester, and moving around has been a little bit more difficult. I think that I might take you on my OB appointment in a couple of days, but I'm not yet sure about it. I really think that my baby is measuring a little bit big. I don't have gestational diabetes or anything of the sort that would indicate, but I just have a feeling that he's a little bit big because he has been measuring a couple weeks in advance since the beginning. So we could get into the next month and the next several weeks, and maybe he would come early. But I could also be wrong. Maybe he's just measuring right on track. I guess we'll have to see. But because of the way he sits, he's not yet head down. He's transverse, and the fact that I suspect that he's bigger than normal. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how it feels in my body. So as a result, I've been having a decent amount of pelvic pain. Things that have helped me, I listed them on Instagram, and I asked you all for some advice as well. You all have been so amazing giving me advice throughout this pregnancy. I can't get back to every single comment, but trust me, I read it, and it's so awesome having this community of women who just help each other through some of the biggest times in our lives. For the pelvic pain, I've been forcing myself to go on walks, which seems counterintuitive because walking is what makes it hurt. But as long as I'm walking in a stable way, not putting too much pressure on one side, it does help loosen up and kind of warm up my joints down there, if you understand what I'm saying. It's funny because a lot of you have also commented about how my hair has grown. It's like this long. I don't know if I even got it all in the shot. It's also taken on a rainbow characteristic because it grows in kind of that mousy, dirty blonde, and then the summer has just made it really take on the color of the rainbow. If I actually like showed you the bottom of my hair, it looks almost brown, but then you have like these natural highlights up here. Long story short, what made me think about that was that yes, my hair has grown, and that could be a result of pregnancy, but my eyebrows have not grown. But I have a lot of bleach blonde eyebrows, and once the baby comes, I think I'm going to dye them. And I might also do what I did a couple months ago that I talked about in my last video, where I made sure my roots like matched my ends, so I dyed it all kind of like a dirty blonde. But throughout this pregnancy, I've just been so paranoid. I haven't even done anything to my beauty. I haven't used like many chemicals at all. I just want to lower the toxicity load. I know technically you can do things to your hair while you're pregnant, but my paranoid self just can't handle it. And I was talking about earlier how I kept putting off doing a vlog of any sort, but I realized I should probably get some content out there because we are a little bit crazy, and even though I'm approaching the end of the pregnancy, we are doing a little bit of a renovation project in the basement. We've decided to do it now because it is going to be really good for when the baby comes. All we're doing is we're putting an entrance, but of course that's going to create some dust, but we're putting an entrance down there. My husband moved his office down there from upstairs because the baby's nursery is upstairs, and we're also thinking of adding a bed down there, so if people come over for meetings with my husband, or like if somebody comes to stay, they can stay downstairs and they can have their own space that is away from the baby, and I can also have my own privacy, because I was trying to explain to my husband that, you know, after you have a baby, you kind of want to have your privacy. You don't want anybody walking in because your chest might be exposed as you're breastfeeding your baby. And also, speaking of postpartum, that's another thing that I showed briefly on my Instagram. If you go on my pregnancy highlights, you will have seen that I've been trying to find postpartum clothes because I know I'm not going to feel that good in my body postpartum. And I want to have a set of clothes just ready to go that are newer, that are going to help me feel good about myself. Because there's something about having new clothes, and I don't mean like everything's new, you know, sometimes, you know me, I thrift and I consign, but just new to the wardrobe type of clothes that make you feel more confident. And I've also been purchasing one size up of everything, but I've been purchasing like pants, for example, which I'm going a little bit on a limb because I'm a dress kind of girl, that have elastic bands that as I lose weight and I lose water weight, I'll still be able to tighten them up. And I've been doing a lot of tank tops and cardigans because I heard that those are pretty convenient for breastfeeding. I've tried to find some actual breastfeeding tank tops, but the problem is they always come in packs, and I don't want to get the black color. Not that I'm against wearing black, but my dogs create a lot of fur, and I just know that I won't feel good about myself if I'm wearing black and it's attracting a lot of dog hair. So I've been going more for whites, and I've also been incorporating a lot more pinks into my wardrobe for winter. I've really tried to stay away from black. And if I go for dark colors, I'm going for like burgundy, like a dark purple. And again, that's not because I don't like black and I don't think that you can't wear black to be feminine, because I do think that you can wear black and be feminine. And I think that, like for example, on blondes, wearing black looks very flattering. But there's this trap of when you start buying black clothing that you can get into a completely black wardrobe. And then I also have the dog fur problem, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago. Another thing is I've bought a lot of maternity and nursing PJs because when I hit the 3rd trimester, it just suddenly seemed that none of my PJs fit. And of course the PJ pants can fit, but I don't like to wear maternity pants that go under my bump. And I can imagine myself having days where I'm tired, where I'll take a shower, but I won't necessarily want to get fully dressed for the day. But if I have nice pajamas that I feel good in, I can just change into a fresh pair of PJs, maybe dry my hair, put on a little bit of mascara, and that's enough to make myself feel more confident. What I'm wearing right now, which I'm actually just going to keep wearing until the afternoon, is one of those nightgowns that I've been wearing during pregnancy that is also breastfeeding friendly. So you'll get to see that when I show you my bump in a couple of minutes. Okay, now I don't even know if I have enough makeup on, but we're rolling with it. Again, if you see some streaks or any imperfections in this video based on my makeup, I really apologize. And another thing is I'm just so warm. Being pregnant, I'm just so warm. But I hope that me talking about all these things about pregnancy doesn't scare any of you, because overall being pregnant is just so amazing, very enjoyable, and I hope that it continues to be easy till the end. So I've seen a couple births and I'm not necessarily scared of delivery, but I am curious to find out about the size of my baby. Watch me find out that the baby is just like totally normal size and I just freaked out for no reason. My family is really tall and my husband is a little bit taller than me, so he's not that tall. But his dad is really tall, for example, and he has a lot of tall sisters as well. And my family, we're all very tall. It's kind of this running joke that I'm short at 5'7". So me being 5'7" is short in my family. So I wouldn't be surprised if my baby is very long. Like genetically, the only people who are short in both my husband and I's family is just his mom. And then there's also the fact of what I said at the beginning of this get ready with me, that my baby is not head down yet. So that worries me a little bit. But I'm also not scared of if I had to have a C-section. I'm not scared of that at all. My mom had to get them as well. But of course I'm doing stretches and everything. That's also another thing I asked on Instagram for your advice. I'm doing those stretches to try to get the baby head down. I think his head has moved a little bit down, but it's kind of stuck in my hip right now. So we'll see what happens. You know, God has really been present throughout this entire experience and this entire pregnancy, that I do trust him with the end of the pregnancy as well as with my baby being born and everything. Ta-da! Makeup, you can't see it that well. Well, hello there, good morning. You can see my mat over there because I try to do my stretches every single evening to help with pregnancy. And I told you a couple of months ago that I have been putting off getting those king size pillows for the bed, and I finally got them. So you can see this bedspread that a lot of you voted on. I went with this pattern because if you see in the wallpaper in my house, it has this kind of pattern. I guess I would say it's paisley, but it looks a little different than paisley, like floral paisley. If you know the name of this pattern, let me know. And I've been adding a couple pops of color for fall. Pregnancy pillow, can't live without it. Get one if you are pregnant. Eventually I'll replace these pillows to make the bed look a little bit more grandiose. But for now, we're just gonna roll with it. You can see more little fall pops of color right there. That pillow that my dog laid on, so I'll have to, excuse me. Excuse me. We have these little towels here. I replaced the mushroom cans for more fall looking ones. I know a couple of you in the community have these as well, because when I posted the other ones I had, the summer ones I had on Instagram, I got so many messages about so-and-so who has it, as well as your grandma who has it, everybody who has it. It was very popular in the 1970s in the Sears catalog. And these glittery pumpkins, honestly, from the Dollar Tree, get yourself some of these pumpkins. I think what would look nice here would be some orange flowers or some sunflowers. We're a little bit out of the sunflower season, but maybe I can still get get myself some. We will have to see. And another thing that I've been doing is organizing the cabinets under here with my seasonal dishware, my Pyrex. For those of you who have been here for a long time, you know that I am a Pyrex fan, especially the 1970s type of color. So I'm going to show you my fall cabinet, which is actually my biggest one because it goes with the 1970s color scheme more so. Take a look at all of it. I'm very proud of myself, as you can tell, because it took a lot of collecting. And there's still some space for more right here. Still some space for more. This is my summer one. I'm not gonna open it right now, but as you can tell, so much less space. Here we have 2 doors. And now it's time for me to show you the nursery and what we've done so far. Okay, let's go. Like I mentioned before, it's not done at all. We're even waiting on the mattress, which will come tomorrow. But if I didn't get this vlog out to you, then I feel like I never would have been able to get this vlog out to you. Because his room is upstairs, I'm going to make a little changing area downstairs, and I purchased one of these because they're pretty portable, and this will help me change him downstairs on a surface. I got this cute rug. This thing that my dogs are terrified of. He's got his French books here. A few of you have asked me about raising my child bilingual. My mom is going to speak to our baby in French. I'm going to try. I've gotten all of his toys that have sounds pretty much bilingual, and his books are mostly in French. Like I showed this one on Instagram, this classic book is in French. So he's gonna learn French when he's school aged, but I feel like having a head start is good for him, whatever we end up deciding to do for schooling. Then I have the boppy pillow. This just melted my heart. Look, so cute. We still need the changing pad. This is my hospital bag. Little lamp, some stickers so that he can look at when he gets changed. A clock that is not the right time. And we have a bunch of like swaddles and diapers and clothes in here for him. I still am filling it all up. He's got his little hamper. It's become kind of an elephant theme. I didn't necessarily intend for it to become an elephant theme, but here we are. It's supposed to be a safari theme. Over here, I think I'm going to put a bigger picture of the Lion and the Lamb or something biblical, and I also think I'm going to put a cross above his door. I do have a little picture over there with of the Lion and the Lamb, but it's very, very small, so I think I'm gonna put a bigger one here. I wasn't intending on actually getting that one over there, but long story short, with an Etsy seller, so now I have 2. We'll see what I decide, and if I vlog again, I will show you, of course. Now we have his clothes, which is also another one of my favorite parts. He has a lot of clothes here. Ta-da! Up here. My mother-in-law got him this super cute book I showed on Instagram that I'll be able to put all his memories in. He's got some loungy things I can lounge him on. He has a lot of toys and things that are coming because my baby shower is this Saturday. It's just a simple, we're doing a drive-by baby shower, but I can see on my registry what I have and what I don't have. And my mom also has a lot of toys at her house that she's just been storing there because this room wasn't ready until like a couple days ago. We got gifted this lovely stroller. I spent a lot of time reviewing different strollers, and because we got it gifted, I gave my aunt who gifted it to us, I don't know if she's watching this, but thank you very much, a couple of options of mid-range ones that weren't too expensive. And honestly, even when I was at Babies R Us and stores like that, I would ask people about their strollers, and everybody who had this stroller, the Maxi Cozy Zelia, I think that's the name, they said that they liked it. The only problem that they had was that the car seat wasn't very wide for their baby. So we'll have to see. So I thought it would be fun to actually show you what's in my hospital bag so far, and I haven't had it totally packed, so if you have anything that you think that I should add, let me know. I'm of course going to bring this thing. Fun fact, I did not even buy this used. I got it for $6 at a thrift store, and it was on my registry to have it totally new, but I found it at a thrift store in good condition. Of course, I washed it thoroughly, the entire thing, and it was like new. So I have personal feminine products. Like I explained about the positioning of my baby, I won't get totally into it, but I don't know what kind of birth I will have yet, so I haven't packed those extra things for the special region down there yet. I have them on my Amazon cart, and we will find out closer to the date, and I will order them if I have to order them when I'm in the hospital. If I spontaneously go into labor a little bit earlier than expected, then they'll be at my door for the next couple of days. But I know the hospital does offer some things that I can use, because fun fact, which is another misunderstanding about me, I explained a long time ago, going to go on a little bit of a tangent, how I went to medical school for about half a semester, like not even a long time at all. But then when I came back to Canada, I thought maybe medical school didn't work out for me because I would enjoy nursing more so. So I took a couple nursing classes, and a few people found out through my blog that I took some nursing classes, and I thought that I was lying about medical school. But I wasn't lying about medical school. I actually went there, but then afterward I took a couple of nursing courses to see if I would like it. And when I took some nursing courses, we had to do one course that was in the hospital. So I saw what happened in the postpartum section of the hospital, and I also witnessed a couple of births. So I'm not scared of giving birth through having witnessed that process. But long story short, I am familiar about what they give to you in Canadian hospitals. I have the underwear, so glamorous. I have this nightgown that my mom got for me. I love this material. It's not super warm, but I prefer it. Sorry, I meant that was a robe. This one is a nightgown. So I'm bringing 2 sets of PJs in case we don't know what kind of birth will happen, you know, just to be prepared, because I know that if you have a C-section, for example, you don't want things on your scar. So I have a nightgown, and then I actually have a PJ set that is pink, just like this color. I have a nursing bra. This one is so cute. It's from a store called La Vie en Rose in Canada. And as you can tell, I'm very into the pinks right now. That's what's going to compose most of my postpartum wardrobe. I got these very, very comfy, like sweatpants, but they don't exactly have the material of sweatpants. They are more like a waffle type of pant, and I'm not a sweatpant wearer at all. You know, I'm a bit of an advocate of dresses, but I want to be comfy, but I want to look put together. And then I also got this sweater to go with it. This is probably what I'm going to wear to leave the hospital, and then I'm also going to have a jacket because it'll be kind of cold. I got this off of Amazon, so I'll link it down below. It is like a breastfeeding sweater. As you can tell, you can just pull it up here. Finding nursing friendly clothing has not been very easy, and I really appreciate all of your suggestions. So this is my other pajama set. I love the lace detailing on it. The downside, same with this robe, that you can kind of tell, is that it gets very wrinkly. Even though I've actually steamed this, it gets pretty wrinkly, but I think that's okay and it's forgivable because it's a pajama. So you can tell the little lace detailing here. Again, nursing friendly, pink. I got this on Amazon, so I can link anything throughout this whole video that I can link. I'm going to link it down below, or at least I'm going to write it. Sometimes I'm not able to link makeup products, for example, just because I'm in Canada, and when I put the Amazon link, it'll bring you to the Canadian site. So instead, it's just easier for me to write out what it is, so you can do your own search on the website. And then I have in a plastic bag. I know it looks kind of not that great that's in a plastic bag, but I don't want any dust to get on his stuff. I have his little outfits. I have a swaddle, 2 cute hats. I won't take it all apart because I've already folded it, but he has 2 little outfits, totally head to toe. He has a swaddle for us to take some pictures of him in the hospital. And I'm going to also pack a blanket, a bigger blanket for his car seat cover, because it's going to be kind of cold. I don't have enough space over there. Then I have shower shoes, and I know it's a lot of plastic, friends, but like I said, I spent time in the hospital at school, and I just know how dirty it is. So I'm bringing those plastic bags so that I can actually put my dirty clothes or things that have touched the hospital floor back into those bags, and it doesn't mess up anything else that I have. I have just a couple more personal products like nursing pad insert things. And then I have a little toiletry bag for my husband. He's gonna obviously pack his own hospital bag, but I got him toiletries at the same time, just from Dollar Tree. I have one for him, and then I have one for me, and I will pack a couple of makeup products probably the day before. But if I end up with no makeup at the hospital, it's no big deal as long as, you know, I get to feel a little bit clean. And for baby, I'm also still putting a couple more things together, like some diaper cream. Not pictured here will be any of the things that you suggest to me that I should bring. Or a couple more personal products for baby. And I've ordered some slippers that just haven't been here yet because the color that I want is on back order. So I think it's time for me to show you my bump. I'm also going to get dressed, and then I think to finish off this section of the vlog, we will make some super easy bagels. I showed them on my Instagram. They're from Skinny Taste. They don't require any yeast. They're not as delicious as, of course, a completely homemade bagel, but they are healthier for you and they are easier. Waiting for the bagels to be done. I know they're good because I've had them before. I'm going to end the vlog there today. I'm actually laying down because I want to feel the baby kick. He tends to sleep right now. Hi there. During this time of the day, so I don't know how lucky I'm going to get. But anyway.
and a bunch of times I haven't been able to give you the update. Now, I freaked out a little bit that I thought the baby was too big, but he's not too big. He's actually measuring the 50th percentile, which is pretty consistent about where we should be. And he feels transverse, but he's not quite transverse. His head is where it's supposed to be. He's just lying kind of like in a C position. So my doctor wasn't worried at all about it. Everything is looking really good with the baby. I have a sigh of relief because I'm getting into those days at the end where my anxiety is going up a little bit. I just want everything to progress well and for the end of the pregnancy to go smoothly. So yeah, freaked out for no reason. So I will end the vlog there. Thank you so much for watching, lovely feminine friends. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.